was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any Lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Alder, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony, Alder rode off too.
Don't worry, he'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
Viittavailla joku soitti pikakassasta. Voitteko lähteä kassalle auttaa asiakasta? Sitten se halus siemenen semmoista pessoa, missä ei ole minkäänlaista siementä.
Look at yourself. I've never seen a prettier bride in my life. You're turning all the heads today. They all envy Alder. And he knows it. And it pleases him.
I don't even know if he noticed. Even during the ceremony, it was like he was looking right past me. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you anyway, so good luck, good health. May you soon have a healthy son, and later at least 2 daughters. And may...
Make it short. I'm thirsty.
Here's to you.
Where's the booze? Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, fight! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbour's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
I'm not gonna blame you. You might have waited until this lot went home.
What the fuck? Can't we just talk? I guess not. I guess I'll fuck you all up.
Yeah! Don't spare him! Go on then! Make a fool of yourself!
Come on!
Now you're mine, you!
Once more a weaving. Nice strike!
Finish this quickly. Slice him up! Hey, he's got no chance alone!
Yeah! Don't spare him!
I'll hack your ass off! Slice him up!
Useless!
I'll slice you up!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
What the fuck? I think someone's getting morning wood. Pappismiehi, pappismiehi.
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him? Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off, or to help me do my laundry?
Watch your mouth, priest. You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Well, why are you here then?
We have a secret mission for you.
I'm all ears, Sir Radzik.
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet.
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right, I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Don't worry, we won't. Any crushing will be done later by the executioner.
Oh, what a relief to hear that. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Oh, sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts, or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Fucking hunting.
You were poaching?
Only commoners poach. I was hunting in the territory of another noble. Without his permission, admittedly.
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks! Nothing to worry about.
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable! We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa!
About time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble. You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you. What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now. You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching. What? But you can't hang a nobleman. Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans! But you can't! Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it! I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
Oh shit.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to, for a start, you can carry all...
Wait, though.
With that madman?
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls, if you want to do something for him...
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from...
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
What about my things?
That's what happens to... When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst...
Got it. Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will... And our Sawbones is a...
Do you always ring the bell?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
And can I go there?
Don't fucking annoy me, fella.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside.
What happened?
What do you reckon? And when there's no more work for...
That's all.
Aye? Lord von Berghoff is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking.
No, seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside. They even hacked up that captain of ours.
Aye, that's bad. But there's always some rabble running around.
Even more now.
Oh, aye? And how would you... You know, you hear some story over a tankard of ale and you start off again. If there's anyone who's in the know about the troubles going on...
You've no business. Hey, you're not allowed here.
Missä se vitu? Is this a shed? Yes.
Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
What was the wedding like?
It was nice.
Hey, Wojtek, we've still...
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
I'm Henry.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
Me neither. But all I care about is you giving me a hand. Those sacks won't carry themselves.
I'll just finish what I'm discussing with Magda and I'll be right with you.
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
Sure. Me and Wojtek are helping his uncle. And I'm sure Wojtek's uncle would rather he stopped gabbing and gave me a hand.
I wouldn't want to keep you lads from your work. Take care then.
Thanks a lot. Are you on some kind of mission to ruin my fucking life?
You should thank me for not saying what you're really doing here. And now come and give me a hand.
That's just great.
He likes to enjoy the view.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
We're all done in.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains. I need to plough too, you know. What if you lent me the bullock on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plough on Sunday, are you? No. And nor should you. Except I don't have a bullock, and you won't lend me yours on any other day. Go and see the priest first. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help you, friend.
That's that. I finished.
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge.
Well, I'm a blacksmith too.
Oh, really?
Aye.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least, tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Well, it depends. Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right, all right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one.
But a horse has...
Aye, but Kabat's missing just one.
One. All right.
You'll find everything you need.
All right, but I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check, so you don't make me look bad. Off you go.
Äijä on vittu ihan 1000 tuitereis.
Greetings.
What's the matter, good wife?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock.
I know how to do it, but first...
All right, I'll wait here. And
I am making a horseshoe. For I am a blacksmith. Nyt mulla ei mun nahkaissu enää larppaukseen varten.
Sellainen joku musta hahmo vai ees.
Oliko se Ootini? Ei. Vahengoin.
I've got half finished. I can't keep hitting the same place. This is almost done. About that?
Well?
Yeah.
Well, what are you standing around here for?
No.
You're a smart one, eh? He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables. The grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella.
Yeah.
Like me.
I can't wait. I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here, so either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive.
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Not quite. I'd also like to know if you've still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, I lost something playing dice and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry.
But with no trouble.
Naturally. The first bell. Another 11 to go.
It's true, son. It doesn't look...
I'd like to pray with...
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved.
Why can't I get...
You know, the castle chapel is an important...
Like you for...
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas.
Why did you take...
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse.
I'll be...
Go.
It seems like you'd be glad to have some...
Alea jactan honest, my friend. So I'll be quite glad if you join me. And...
I heard you have a certain
Aye, it belonged to Kabat. Although belonged is a strong word.
How do you mean?
Kabat is known for having some peculiar things in his property, if you grasp my meaning.
Let's play for it then.
Certainly, why not? as long as you put up a decent wager against it.
Maybe we better leave it for now.
As you wish, friend. But
What if my soul is burdened with sin? Is there a way to cleanse it?
of course, son. You can or take the path of repentance and atone for it will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage, and you, if I'm not mistaken, have a few, similar concerns. Come find me when you have atoned for your work.
What about those...
Shh! Not so loud.
Suit yourself.
Everything's going well.
Good morning, lad.
Good day to you.
I was told to come and...
Nice timing.
No.
Ah, I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you.
You could? Well, that'd be great.
Sure thing.
What brings you here? That's it. Go now.
Who's that shed? Oh, here.
You've no business here. That's it. Go now.
The fuck? Is it here? Yes.
That's more like it. Here it is.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse.
And then the
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford...
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how...
And what would you want?
I want to pray in the chapel.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyak that wanted into the castle, too.
And did he succeed?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, and from there, you can get to the dungeon.
Oh.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping.
and when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. What was Binyek?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay, and
I'll be going.
Aye. Farewell.
Are you looking for something?
This property belongs to someone else.
Well, yeah. Where did you actually? By the weather.
The second toll
That
for
old
hands.
ball and chain of yours. If I was under, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
You don't care about us at all. Why did you marry that old battle axe anyway?
So,
Indeed.
do you still...
I do.
Let's play?
Certainly. Why?
No problem.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. It looks pretty bad, eh?
Instabust.
Aye, that'll do. Like this.
Jesua Cristo puta madre.
That's as far as I go. It's yours. If I was you, I'd take it. Come to pop.
Aha, another. So, would you like to try?
No more.
As you wish. What the? Where are you sticking it?
Maybe now is not poor.
I brought you
That too. And you?
Exactly.
All right.
Do I get some?
Hey, I've no time for.
What?
You're
Well, sure.
very.
What did
You're
Well, not quite.
But I'll.
Isn't
Well,
who did?
far.
Don't worry.
But with natural.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
What a piece of shit. God be with.
I was.
Night.
No.
But there's.
I could. Sure thing. That should do it.
Fast as fuck.
Here it is.
Without.
And isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you have? I want to.
The check.
And did he?
And
Oh. What does that mean?
that
Indeed. What was? I'll be.
God be with you.
You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like, but if I told you they gave 3 times as much milk after.
voice.
Can't.
I ain't seen.
I'm head.
Oh, I. Meaning,
Are you
No, just like with voice.
a pun?
Aye.
What?
Ah, that.
You.
Oh, thank.
A cunt. If anyone's a cunt, it's...
Don't worry.
Do you...
It's
I'd like...
a kind.
Why...
You know,
Like...
Nat.
Why...
The
Uh-huh. I'll be...
go.
What if...
Of course. Or take it with. And you come.
Is it...
I'll.
I heard...
Ah,
How do you...
come.
Let's... No problem.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Vielä jotkut ykköset siitä.
These ones here. Here. Like this. Aye, that'll do.
Munkki kusettaa, että...
Kurva! Bloody dice!
The second toll for hands.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. What can you do? Aye, that'll do. What? Oh, come on! No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway. That'll do me. Roll. These ones here. Damn it. They're yours, lad.
Bastia vaan. No eipä sillä tietenkään.
Ha!
Aha. So.
No...
When you can't win him, just rob him.
I have that rosary.
Great.
Here you have it.
Good fella.
No time for this, gotta save my boy hands.
So I got what I needed.
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there.
Never mind that. What a day. I burnt the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it. But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones.
The third toll. I better get moving.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth. Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen. Why do I even bother?
Christ, pardon me.
Sir.
You? What are you? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a no.
I noticed, sir.
How could a vagabond?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Species de keep it, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis
Necronomicon.
Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, Or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn,
What's
when it gets
haavoja?
colder?
Yes, it's usually worst in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could
I understand. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I don't have the required remedy, but I could brew it. Only, I don't have the apparatus for that. And also, I could use some medical literature.
Don't worry about that. Our surgeon is also often at a loss. I expect you'll find everything you need in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the...
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble.
All right. I'll go and get something.
Good.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my...
Sorry to bother you.
You know Thomas.
Well, that's a really long story, but...
Talk. What do you expect to hear from him? Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs. Them bastards cut him up good. The poor fella.
I don't think the bandits stole that rosary. I heard...
Cabot? I might have...
Shouldn't he give it back?
Indeed he should. God's truth. But you did the right thing. Maybe that rosary turning up was a sign from...
Could I?
Aye. Come with me. I'll take you up to the chapel.
I understand.
The Sawbones was a little reluctant when I told him I wanted to carry Thomas upstairs. The wounded are supposed to lie as close to the chapel as possible. Everyone knows that. Years ago, I heard from a man that something similar happened in Strahlenberg during the Margravate Wars. The Burgrave of the castle was seriously wounded. An enemy rider stuck him with a spear like a pig on a spit and pulled him halfway through the woods. No one thought he'd live to see the morning. But the castle chaplain, Petronel by name, ordered that the Burgrave must be close to the Lord when his hour came. There's this really high tower in Strahlenberg. The locals call it how it seems to get wider near the top. I saw it with my own two eyes on the road to Krakow when I was escorting Lord von Burgo there. When they took the Burgrave up there, spear and all, on Petronel's orders, the next day they were amazed. The Burgrave made a miraculous recovery. They say an angel descended there at night and pulled the spear out of the Burgrave's wound. Ever since then, they keep the spear on display at the castle. I understand the sort.
Oh, the pig.
Welcome him in to your heavenly kingdom. Take him to your bosom. He is a good Christian.
Scrub you're after. You'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. And have to go on duty too.
Let me pass.
All right then.
Don't worry. I suppose you're...
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his, or at least a bit of...
I can see if I've got...
Hey, I need some...
Well, you might... Oh, I can try and...
Haven't you got it?
Not really.
Go and look then. There's some baths down. I'd go myself.
I'll figure it out. Why don't you go...
Are you daft?
I'll be going.
Go.
Careful.
Ooh, what did I do to deserve this? Oh!
Your only begotten son.
Excuse me.
Fuck. I haven't had a bite to eat since noon yesterday.
The fourth bell.
you.
Who are you?
Me?
And what were you...
I thought we straightened that out. I have no...
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry. And you are? We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back.
They let me out.
Really? Here. And what kind of important work would that be?
Yay!
The Chamberlain sent me. He needs something for his stomach.
That slimy toad? If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his...
Well, you look like you know your way around here.
Why?
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take...
Oh, really? You must be mixing me up with someone. I just clean up here. And you don't look like someone who knows much.
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by any chance?
What? How did you...
How? I know a thing or two. So, do you believe me?
That was pretty good, I have to admit. And now give it back to me.
As you wish. And now I'm sure you'll be very happy to help me.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might...
And what if there's nothing?
Then tough luck. That crackpot writes down everything he does.
All right.
And now get out of my way.
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time.
Who the... Do you see that Horson? He's snooping around here looking for something to steal.
Still,
I wouldn't.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That doesn't do me any good. Oh, God bless.
Sir.
Yes?
I have exact... Sir, I'd recommend take it after every meal. And don't...
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought...
Lie down? Me?
Sir, medicine isn't enough.
Oh, all right.
And another thing. I don't want to bother...
Yes? What is it?
I've always wanted to take a look at your chapel.
Oh, go where you want.
Thank you. The sixth bell. Half the time is up. Say, I heard some interesting...
Let me stop you. Preparations are underway to execute a poacher. I don't...
Excuse me.
Christ, pardon me.
Over there.
Pardon me for...
If you want to pray, unless you're a priest.
No, I'm not.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister.
I need to talk to your...
No chance of that. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone.
I heard that your brother is, so I brought something.
Really? I don't know what to say. And I was...
God moves in mysterious ways.
Yes. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
You all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug, the worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble!
Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
Just a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble. That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
Dun dun dun.